This evening, Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Guyana celebrates JALSA SALANA. 3 men charged with illegal guns and armed robbery. Guyana and Brazil complete Rupununi water well project. Another person comes forward with allegations against the Princess Hotel in the region. Colombian citizens protest tax hikes. And internationally, protests also flare up in Zimbabwe.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Thursday, November the 29th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. The Berbice Bridge Company Incorporated filed a lawsuit against the Minister of Public Infrastructure, David Patterson, and the Attorney General on the 28th of November 2018. The Berbice Bridge Company Incorporated has also filed a notice of application to the High Court for hearing on the 5th day of December 2018 at 3 p.m. The lawsuit stems from Minister Patterson's decision to reject the company's proposed toll increases. The 3 men who were caught with guns and fake registration plates on Monday were charged this morning. Here's more. 3 men appeared before the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Thursday charged with a series of weapons offenses and armed robbery. 27-year-old Casey Chapman of South Sophia, 24-year-old Sheldon Andrews of West Rheinveld Housing Scheme, and 30-year-old Adam McDonald of Amelia's Ward Linden pleaded not guilty to the 4 charges. The first 2 charges alleged that on November the 26th, 2018, at Princess and High Streets, the men had a .32 caliber Taurus pistol and a 9mm Glock pistol in their possession without being the holder of firearm licenses. The last 2 charges alleged that the trio had 12 live rounds of 9mm ammunition along with 7 live rounds of .32 caliber ammunition. However, McDonald told the court that he was not found by the police in the car, but Ranks arrested him because he was nearby, while Chapman also received an armed robbery charge. It was alleged that on July 5, 2017, at Rome East Bank Demerara, he robbed Marcia Maria Martin of a quantity of cash and raw gold, documents, and other items amounting to 1.4 million Guyana dollars. He denied the charge. In the armed robbery charge against Chapman, police prosecutor Simone Payne told the court that he was positively identified during an ID parade by the victim's chief security officer. McDonald and Andrews were released on $400,000 bail each and adjourned the matter until December 12th for the firearm-related charges, while Chapman was remanded to prison until December 3rd, 2018, when he will appear before the Providence Magistrates Court. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Guyana recently celebrated their formal annual gathering known as JALSA SALANA. Wendell Jeffrey was there and filed this report.
But today when we look at the Muslim Ummah, that so-called Muslim Ummah, which follows in the footsteps of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, which is the so-called Muslim leadership of the world today, what do we see? What is happening? What is happening in Yemen, and who is responsible for what's happening in Yemen?
That was Maulana Ali Razad Ahmad Shahib, and he was speaking at the celebrations of the JALSA SALANA program held at the Queen's College Auditorium over the weekend. The Maulana was making a claim that many Muslims who say they follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam are fake. Rather, they preach war, bloodshed, and strife, says the Imam.
Today, 18 million Muslims, 18 million Muslims, not Jews, not Christians, not Hindus, not atheists, 18 million Muslims are on the brink of famine. 85,000 children under the age of 5 in the last 3 years have died due to malnutrition. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine as a parent, you're watching your child literally wither away into nothing?
The visiting Muslim spiritual leader took time to point out that it is other Muslims who are causing these suffering and death among their fellow Muslim brothers, sisters, and children.
And when we ask the question, who is responsible for this, we will be told that, oh, it's so and so and so. But when you look deeper, when you dig a little bit deeper, it's two Muslim powers, Iran and Saudi Arabia, who are warring in the proxy of Yemen, who are killing their Muslim brothers, who are killing their Muslim sisters, who are killing children who do not know the difference between right and wrong.
Maulana Ali Ahmad Shahib is a member of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat. The Ahmadiyyas, as they are commonly known, are a generally more peace-loving group of global Islamic revivalists. The group was founded by Mirza Ghulam Ahmad in the mid-1800s. This group of Muslims are generally hated by the mainstream Muslims. JALSA Salana, roughly translated as annual gathering, is the formal annual meeting for the followers of the Ahmadiyya. Master Naveed or Raham Azur brought greetings to the audience from the founder leader, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad.
Prophet Messiah salam guided us and instructed us with great care and impressed upon us the importance of fulfilling our obligations of bayat so that we could become the true believer. It will be unfortunate for us indeed if in the presence of this treasure we still fail to benefit from it. Therefore, it is the duty of each member of the Jamaat to read and ponder over these words and act upon them so as to attain the high spiritual standards that the Prophet Messiah expected of us.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Yesterday, police acting on intelligence gathered went to 5 miles back dam Ituni Trail, Upper Demerara, and found a cannabis cultivation. The approximately 1.5 acres cultivation had about 3,000 plants measuring between 2 to 8 feet in length with a weight of about 400 kilograms. A makeshift camp with dry rations, cooking utensils, and farming tools was found and destroyed. No one has been detained thus far. Nonetheless, an investigation is in progress. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Guyana and Brazil complete Rupununi water well project, and another person comes forward with money complaints against the Ramada Princess Hotel. But first, here are today's foreign currency exchange rates, sponsored by Elite Fragrances and Trading at 123 Regent Road, Borda. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one Amazon tablet or smartwatch every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million to spend on clothing, footwear, watches, fragrances, handbags, luggage, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win one tablet or smartwatch every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarian stew. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to size. Waste a day and spend the night. Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Sympathy. things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your...
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes.
Come on!
93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The People's Choice.
Christmas big, plus size big, big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, Christmas big, plus size big, big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the GTT Plus Size Christmas. There's always more to love with GTT. Terms and conditions apply. See gtt.co.gy for details.
To find all your beauty and hair care products, visit the newly constructed American Home and Beauty Center, located at Robb and Wellington Streets. We have a wide variety of beauty products, including cosmetics, perfume sets, hair extensions, hair care products, costume jewelry, accessories, and many more. Check us out on Facebook at American Home and Beauty Center or call us on 226-4179. And remember to visit us at our mega location at Robb and Wellington Streets, across from CNS Channel 6.
Welcome back. On Wednesday, representatives from Guyana and Brazil commemorated the official completion of 8 water wells in the Rupununi Savannah. Here's more on that. Water issues for residents in the Rupununi Savannah are expected to end following the drilling of 8 wells in 8 communities in the Upper Takatu, Upper Essequibo area. The wells were officially handed over to the communities on Wednesday. They will provide the residents with access to large quantities of water at a good temperature. Delivering the future address at the handover ceremony in Ashalton, Minister of Foreign Affairs Carl Greenidge commended the Brazilian and Guyanese team for an outstanding job in completing the wells on schedule and in less than 2 months.
This is a continuous process. That is what I want to say. Don't assume that because you have some wells, everything is going to be fixed. First of all, you have to ensure that they continue to work and work well, that you take care of them. And also, we will have to continue to be doing other things to ensure that what we call now the technologies to reduce the effects of drought in Region 9 is an initiative that will bear fruit.
The project is a joint venture between the Engineering Corps of the Guyana Defense Force and the 6th Construction Battalion of the Brazilian Armed Forces, with support from the Civil Defense Commission, the Guyana Defense Force, the Guyana Water Incorporated, the Hydrometeorological Office, and the Ministries of Communities and Public Infrastructure. On average, the wells will flow at a rate of 4,000 liters an hour. And the first batch from the Brazilian Army arrived in September, and drilling of the wells commenced in October. Guyanese business owners and frequent travelers will have the option to choose a 46-page machine-readable passport at a cost of 10,000 Guyana dollars, as against the country's current 32-page passport. During his Budget 2019 presentation in the National Assembly, Minister of Finance Winston Jordan announced the new introduction. The minister explained that the new passport will reduce both the cost and the time spent to renew the document once it has expired. Nonetheless, the 32-page passport remains available at the current price of $6,000. Amrita Bacchus and her England-based fiancé, Kwame Senak, had planned to celebrate Christmas 2017 at the Ramada Princess Hotel. But according to Bacchus, their experience was so terrible that Senak decided to leave and never return to Guyana again. Esther Sobers spoke to the woman and filed this report.
What should have been a relaxing Christmas vacation at the Princess Ramada Hotel ended abruptly for Amrita Bacchus and her overseas-based fiancé, Kwame Senak. The couple claimed that it was one of their worst experiences at the hotel.
The main fact, the service was crappy and no good to us. We just need our money back now because Princess is overdoing it, Radama is overdoing it.
The couple is contemplating to sue Princess, since it has been almost a year and the management has yet to refund the couple their money. According to Bacchus, the refund should have amounted to 208,000 Guyana dollars. They demanded a refund after shortening their 17-day stay to only 5 due to the unsatisfactory conditions of the rooms and customer service.
Went up to the room, tried to put on a TV, tried to get Wi-Fi. TV wasn't working, Wi-Fi, no access to the Wi-Fi. The phone was down, so you couldn't call room service.
After reporting the condition of the room, the couple was moved to another one with functional facilities. However, this room included an unwanted guest.
When we came back on Christmas night, there was a huge rat in the room. So we called down to front desk, and she said they don't believe they will have any rats in the hotel. Any part in the world you go, you find rats. Any part in this world you can find rats. They was denying it. So she said she would change the room again. On Boxing Day, she changed the room around 1 o'clock. She put us to 5:38. When we were in 5:38, that room was okay. Everything was working properly, functioning properly. So the day after Boxing Day, on the 28th, we went out sightseeing in town. Around 4:30 to 5 o'clock, we returned to the room. Upon returning, we opened the door, and everything, the suitcase lock were broken, everything was scattered all over on the floor.
At this point, they were so infuriated that they opted to speak to the manager of the hotel, Mr. Gore, who had some surprising advice for the distraught couple.
We talked to him. He was smoking cigarette, which is a rude attitude, smoking and talking to customer at the same time. He said he don't believe rat in the room. This is the third room he changing, and if we don't want to stay at the hotel, go where the F we feel comfortable, and was using exclusive language. And he was like, do what the F you have. I'm not changing back any rooms.
Their ordeal was so unpleasant, her fiancé cut his trip short and returned to England the next day, convinced to never return to Guyana. Following their experience, she opted to seek the advice of the Department of Consumer Affairs, who is currently investigating the matter. If in any instance you don't receive your money, what will you do?
I'm moving further. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to take a lawyer now, because I'm looking into a lawyer next, and I'm going to sue them. And I'm not going to just sue them, make a lawsuit for this money they're owing me. I'm going to make a huge lawsuit against Princess Hotel. And I'm going to visit the Minister of Tourism too, to look into this.
Even though this happened almost a year ago, Bacchus finally decided to come forward with her story after learning of the plight of Anika Eastman.
I went to them after I see an interview on Channel 2 Live that they did a woman the same thing. I went back to them. I showed them my receipt, because I have the receipts up to now, and it's showing they have an amount of 208,000 for me, which that's next report, because this money paid in pounds and it never paid in US dollars, and they calculate my money into US.
Whilst Eastman's case currently has the attention of the Department of Consumer Affairs, she's still considering to file a suit against the Princess Hotel. Contact was made to the management of the Romana Princess Hotel. However, we were told that they will have to respond to allegations at a later time. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Colombian citizens protest tax hikes and protests flare up in Zimbabwe. But before that, here's this week's bridge retraction schedule.
.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to waste your day and spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your
every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one Amazon tablet or smartwatch every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million to spend on clothing, footwear, watches, fragrances, handbags, luggage, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win one tablet or smartwatch every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Christmas big, plus size big, big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, Christmas big, plus size big, big things big, we gone big, yeah. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas, yeah. We giving you, yeah. We giving you. It's GTT Christmas, Merry plus size Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the GTT Plus Size Christmas. There's always more to love with GTT. Terms and conditions apply. See gtt.co.gy for details.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at news from the region. Colombians have been back out on the streets protesting over tax reforms and university funding. Student groups, farmers, and unions have joined forces and are planning more demonstrations if the government doesn't respond to them. Al Jazeera's Alessandro Rampietti reports from the capital of Bogota.
It's the largest protest yet against the government of President Ivan Duque. 20,000 students took to the streets of Bogota alone on various routes across the city. Protesters are calling it the takeover of the capital.
Public universities are in a terrible state. We've been negotiating with the government for a month, but there's no political will. So we're showing our discontent.
Protesters rallied in 32 cities nationwide, demanding more money for the country's chronically underfunded public universities. These students from the Orinoco region walked for 4 days to participate in the protest in Bogota.
Education is centered in the capital, but regional universities are falling apart and cover large areas of the country. We need to think of the people that live in the periphery who are worst affected.
On Wednesday, union members and social organizations joined the protest against a government-proposed tax reform that would increase taxes on a number of basic staples, such as oranges and meat, while cutting taxes on businesses.
Duque's announcements are critical for the country, worrisome for workers and entrepreneurs alike. That's why we are seeing a growing reaction of the entire population.
The first 100 days of right-wing President Ivan Duque have been marked by countrywide protest as he struggled to pass any meaningful legislation in Congress. Most of the rallies have been peaceful, but at times students have clashed with police. The UN Human Rights Office is investigating the violence, while the Catholic Church has offered to mediate. Their negotiations have so far failed.
Well, this is a protest that's not about money anymore. This is a protest about legitimacy and a place at the table. Students are going to continue protesting until they get their place at the table. And they're going to be joined by a workers' union, by transporters' union, maybe even by agricultural workers in the future. So this is not going to stop anytime soon.
After almost 2 months on strike, these students now risk losing their semester in school, but they say they don't care and that they will continue rallying and protesting until they manage to change the face of public education in Colombia. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.
And in international news, concerned over Zimbabwe's economic collapse, people have been taking the matter to the street. Thousands of anti-government protesters marched through the capital city, Harare, on Thursday under close surveillance by armed police in the first rally since a deadly crackdown on an election protest in August. Al Jazeera's Hararu Mustafa has more from Harare.
The last time opposition supporters protested was back in August, when 6 people were shot and killed by soldiers. They are back on the street after the police assured them they will be safe if their march was peaceful. They want Zimbabwe's government to fix the struggling economy, create jobs and bring down food prices. They also say President Emmerson Mnangagwa should resign, insisting he stole elections in July.
We are not agreed on the president. There's a crisis of legitimacy. Mr. Mnangagwa, yes, was confirmed by the Constitutional Court, but we still have to resolve from a legitimate point of view the contestation around who was voted by the people so that the vote counts.
Mnangagwa says it will take a long time for the economy to recover and that Zimbabweans need to be patient.
Some government officials say the main opposition leader, Nelson Chamisa, is just trying to get attention. They say he wants some kind of role in government, maybe even Prime Minister. Nelson Chamisa says that is not true.
Some fuel pumps are dry. Motorists queue because of shortages. It's the second fuel crisis in just over a month. There's also a shortage of foreign currency, especially the US dollar. The main opposition leader insists Mnangagwa's administration has failed. He says there will be more protests if the situation doesn't improve. Haru Mutasa, Al Jazeera, Harare.
Here's your 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in 6:30 tomorrow morning for a rebroadcast, and Friday evening at 6 for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast saying, thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed evening.